Happy New Year's Eve, and yes, 2022 is drawing to a close. And it has been an incredible year filled with tons of new Digimon that were introduced and revealed. So to say goodbye to 2022 and a phenomenal year for Digimon, let's rank every Digimon revealed in 2022. What is up, digital companions? My name is Karn EX and welcome back to another video, and yes, it's the ranking of 2022 Digimon. Did I say it enough in the intro? But this time I'm joined by friends who are going to do a couple of the segments with me. So without further ado, it's the video game ranking section, and we're here with Proto Jonathan Doves.
Channel not delegated to the second one.
Yeah, when was the last time we were on the main channel? The card game video?
Yeah, the card game video. No matter how famous your cameos are now, just remember, I was first.
So we're beginning with one. I'm going, this is all Wikimon, right? So Wikimon has delegated the Master as a Digimon. I'm willing to agree with them.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of the Master?
The Master. So just the base Master, honestly, he's pretty cool. He's pretty spooky. I'd give him like a B.
I would also give him a B. I think he's a good villain, but he's not like... I can never see myself being like, oh, in this Giving Partners video or whatever, the Mega will be the Master.
The Master, yeah. It's very first form Final Fantasy boss.
Definitely, yeah. It's like, looks like it should have Sephiroth on top of it. So yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
I think B is accurate for that guy. Then is the Plutomon Fusion Master.
That's an S, because that just looks 60 for me at least.
I think it's cool, but it's not an S.
All right, I'll put him in A.
All right, I'll agree with you, but it's like A over here. It's not A up here for me.
All right,
I'll put it there. Boutmon Master.
See, I would put that one at B, right next to the normal Master.
I agree. I think it's slightly better than the other Master because it has something on top of it, but that's about it.
Exactly. I just don't like Bolt Boutmon that much. He's all right.
Oh, I don't know. I like the idea of Volt Batman a lot because, like, I'd like to see what the other Dark Masters would get.
I just don't like his name.
Oh, it is a stupid name. So, Fanglongmon Ruin Mode.
Ruin Mode? Oh gosh, this is a tough one. I think, don't hate me, I would say C because it's not as cool as the normal Fanglongmon.
Exactly. The thing I have with Ruin Mode, right, is I think it's cool conceptually, but I wish they'd have, like, really lent into it, because Fanglongmon itself is already, like, kind of, not evil necessarily, but he's kind of, like, more asshole-ish in personality, so I feel like Ruin Mode wasn't enough.
Yeah, he just kind of got a long-ass neck and some big-ass horns. He does look cool.
I feel like a white and red with, like, a big Akuma aura and shit would have made it really cool.
Yeah, I wish they would have made him look more like a Chinese dragon. Like,
yeah, that would have been cool
slender.
Too. But yeah, I think low C is for me right now.
Yeah, C, 100%.
And now we're entering into the Karn and Proto don't know much about Chinese mythology section.
But we do know when designs look cool.
Yeah, and honestly, every New Century Digimon looks cool as
absolutely.
As of time of recording, they're currently teasing out a new one based on another Chinese mythological creature. People keep calling the Gurren Lagann Digimon, even though it's based on a different creature. Shichemon, the bird, the magpie. Which, oh, by the way, magpie as a Digimon is a great pull.
Yeah, I would put it in A. I like that they're, like, grabbing new stuff instead of just, like, here's another dinosaur with tits. Well, no, there's no dinosaur. You can't put that on the main channel. Never mind.
I mean, I could.
Anyway, I really like Bird Digimon, funny enough. And this thing is an S for me. He just looks really cool.
I think he's really cool, too. He's a champion, which I think puts him in an interesting place as, like, a Falcomon event.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe, like, lower on the S, but there's nothing I could fault about the design at all.
Yeah. It's kind of cool that the bird evolves into a fish.
So I believe there is some, I don't know if it's that they're all part of like a similar pantheon or if that is like an actual story, but I that is something I do like about New Century in general, is that these three are like bird to fish to kind of bird fish thing.
Yeah, I honestly, I'd put him in A. I don't like him more than the bird.
I think he's currently one of the best like fish ultimates we have.
There's not a lot of really good fish ultimates there's not a lot to begin with.
No,
anyway, but
let alone good, yeah.
Yeah, but like not a lot look like a fish. Like I think there's like Piranimon, and that's it.
Covered in chrome Digizoid.
Aha.
And its name means mythical phantom, giant mythical fish that turns into a bird.
Ah, there we go.
There we go.
We love mythology here.
I love mythology.
Yeah, definitely above Plutomon Master.
100%. So then is Shanpongmon.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this guy's cool.
It's very cool, right? And I feel we have like Ornismon and Valdemon and stuff, and I feel like I don't think it's necessarily doing anything that those guys aren't doing, but it does feel a little bit more unique.
Yeah, I think I'd put him A above fish. Personally.
Yeah, I agree.
I think so. I just like the bird a lot. He just looks really cool.
Yeah. And so the last one from video games, even though I guess New Century is an app, but whatever, is Lianpumon. However, it may also be Rianfumon. I'm real bad at Chinese and Mandarin, I'm sorry. But he is not connected, I believe, to the others. He's just like his own little New Century Digimon. Only connected, obviously, through, again, like Chinese mythology and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think so. But he is very cool. He's a little spooky to me.
He reminds me of the mask salesman from Majora's Mask.
Yes, yeah. He's a very, very masked guy. Big scary. If I saw him in the middle of the night, I would fucking scream and kick his face in.
His whole art, because he's got all the masks on his coat, it reminds me of the Mamemon alt art with all the Mamemon faces.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Oh, you just brought him up just for that. I forgot he had the little, like, all the stuff in his cape until just now. I put him in a B. I'll put him in above the master, but below the master with Voltavount.
We're really gonna say that he's not as good as Plutomon Master?
I don't think so, personally. That's just me.
That's crazy.
You're the one with the control of the mouse. I can't stop you.
I personally would probably... Well, I personally would have this here, but I think I would put it like... If let's say equal with... I think slightly cooler though, just because the master with Plutomon, as much as I love Plutomon, is just Plutomon put on top of the master, whereas like someone actually spent time on...
That is fair. That is fair.
Damonkey. Bro and I are also going to do the card game / Vpet exclusive Digimon, like the new ones that they made up, starting with Balmon X. How we feeling?
Oh, let me take another look at him real quick. Let me look at his ass. I don't know. I know he's cool. I just don't know. He is
cool. I don't know if he's... So he's got a real... struggle, right? Because he's following on from Wizardmon X and Impmon X, who are both, I think, very good.
He does have a gun arm, which is sick.
It is sick. If it ties in more... I feel like the whole Impmon X line is really good at, like, making the through line from Impmon to Wizardmon to Balmon to Beelzemon.
Oh, he's got, like, I didn't realize his little cape thing is, like, wings on the other side.
It's pretty cool.
And he has the Omnitrix. That's an S for me.
Oh, yeah, he do be Ben 10 in it. I would say he is, like, low S, but S.
Yeah, 100%. Now, I see Mr. Blue Greymon X down there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to ask you to make a new tier and put him up in the God tier.
Yeah, he's going up to heaven right there. He's super good. Again, I'm trying not to do recency bias, but I think this is my favorite champion Greymon.
It's so good. Because it takes everything I love about Crosswords Greymon, and it's kind of got like a bit of a Geo Greymon vibe too.
It's got some Geo, it's got Crosswords Grey, it's got like obviously the base Blue Greymon in there.
It's like all the cool parts of every champion Greymon, and it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's
I would say it is. And then finally is Shin Monzemon, created for the Color Vpets and then the 25th anniversary Vital Bracelet as well.
I like Shin Monze. I've always wanted a Monzemon Mega because this is his first one, right? Because Waru's ultimate.
Yes, and he's also good for the whole puppet slime infrastructure because he references Numemon X and Monzemon X.
Yeah. Oh, God, he's cool. I don't want to put another one in S, but I'd put him high A. Like, I think I like him more than Dragon Man.
Don't know how versatile he'd be going forward because he just kind of is Warumonzemon with wings almost, but his like existence is so cool and he feels very classic, which I like. I felt like they deliberately tried to make a Digimon that felt like if it came out during the first run it would have fit in.
Exactly. Yeah, he looks like it definitely looks like a classic design.
Alright, yeah, I agree. I think Shin Monzemon's top A. And that was the video game and card and toy exclusive segment. Bro, where can people go find you?
Over at Karn EX. That's all I got to plug. Subscribe to High C. Follow me on TikTok. Protodubs on TikTok.
Yeah! Welcome to another segment of this video. But I promised you more guests, and for this one, I'm joined by some truly prodigious gentlemen, Base Digimon, and Corey the Digino, which I've now started saying as if it's your surname. So welcome, everybody.
Hello.
Thank you for inviting us.
So I've gotten the boys that you know to come in and talk about the sort of Ghost Game Evos. Now, a lot of people are probably going to be like, wait, where's Lamormon? Where's Thetismon? They all technically got revealed in 2021, so you can go watch the last video of the ones off the Gamamon Beat Memory. This one is Bombmon, this one is Gilead Humon, and this one is Fumamon.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Karn, I know you love the ninja. Is it Fumamon? That's
yeah,
right.
He's pretty good. So here's my thing. We don't have any other ninja that isn't like a bird or something.
Okay, I'll give it quick. It's fine. It's very safe.
It's very safe.
Yeah.
I would say a B. That's where I'm feeling.
I can get behind
I
that.
think it's the favorite of the 3 that aren't going to be in Ghost Game for me, for sure. Too bad that the fusion thing never happened, or likely isn't going to happen, because I remember some people thinking perhaps it was like a Ryudomon blend with Gamamon or something, and it seems unlikely, but I think it's cool. I rock with this guy.
But yeah, so I think Fumamon B probably works for me. So that is Bombmon. Something I do like about all these is they're kind of like fulfilling party roles, I guess, which is interesting. I don't know. What do you think about Bombmon, Corey?
That one is my least favorite for sure.
Agree. Little too cartoony for me.
Yeah, I take it back. I think this key art kind of dope.
I think it's very interesting, yeah.
Something that I think about with the Gamamon evolutions, I don't know if it's just my head canon or I'm fan casting or whatever, but I feel like each of these evolutions represents like a bit of Gamamon's history. I think the Gilead one kind of reminds me of something like Sealsdramon from episode 13, the whole sniper character that initiated the Ghoulish Gamamon transformation. Bombmon has kind of that, to me, a little bit of like the Mummymon aesthetic.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I like that.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I don't know if that's just me projecting, like, in a desperate attempt to add story to Ghost Game.
So design-wise for me, Bombmon, I would say is B, verging on A. I would be comfortable with him sort of just on design alone, being around kind of the new century Digimon. I don't know what you guys think.
My feeling is C, so maybe Bombmon B.
Yeah, I was kind of a B or a C, to be honest, but it's your videos.
I'd be comfortable putting him above, like, below Fumamon. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I can go with that. Yeah, take that.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Alright. And then there's Gilead Humon, who is my absolute favorite of these 3.
Yeah,
I adore him.
I really like that.
But yeah, so I'm going to throw that boy in S.
It's true that these guys aren't showing up in Ghost Game. That makes me very sad.
Yeah, that's what kind of stops it from being like S off the charts, you know? So then comes to, I would say, probably the most divisive new Digimon, and that's Espimon.
Is it divisive?
There's people who really don't know how they feel about the design. They're like...
Really?
Yeah, and also, like, obviously, because he's kind of come into the show but isn't a partner, people are like, what is he doing? Like, what's his thing?
Yeah. The show made me like him less. It's not necessarily fair. It's because he's doing nothing. The debut was great. First Espimon episode, I thought rocked, and it was really cool to see how they showcased the design. Like, he would do these little transformations, and his jet in combat, he made a lot of sense to me, like design wise. But now he's just like a party guest who won't leave.
So true. Like Espimon's debut was so good because you really felt like he had that kind of auxiliary support role in like the combating the ghosts of the week. Like that feeling just hasn't really come around again for a while. But I kind of hope with Hover Espimon, if it does come to fruition at some point, whenever that may be, it will be that kind of Espimon's going to be the hero moment. I don't know, maybe Hover Espimon's like the kind of comeback story of how people feel towards Espimon. But yeah, I can agree with like high B, low A. I can agree with that.
Yeah. You feeling that same thing, Corey?
Yeah, I wouldn't do A personally. I think B
High B
is the highest I would go.
Okay, so yeah, I'm like between here and... The problem with the tier list is you can't put something all the way down here.
Yeah.
So I just go high B, but it has the chance of going to there for me. So Base was saying that Hover Espimon might represent some promise. I have started to like this Digimon less and less the more it's just been sat there as an image.
How can you not like the fat hands Hover Espimon?
I think him being a hovercraft is really funny, and that's about all I can say for him.
I don't know. I think it leans so much into the spaceship gimmick that I'm just like, it's fun.
It's definitely fun. It's definitely fun. That's about all I can say too.
And that's about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't given much thought into this Digimon at all. Like, I think I saw it once and just moved on. It's very busy. I like that the back little jet propulsion things kind of have like the Mega Gargamon base. You know how he has those rocket launchers on his shoulders?
Yeah.
There's kind of something similar going on here with Hover Espimon, so that's cool. I don't know, it would be a C for me.
Yeah, I feel like I'm seeing it too.
Top C.
Yeah. Sure. Better than Fanglongmon Ruin Mode. So that brings us to Diabitmon and Amphimon. We'll put Amphimon to the side because I know Base's gonna have some...
I'm rubbing my hands for this one.
To act up. I think the card art is what won me over for this design. I already liked what I had been seeing, but when we got the close up and realized it's not just an armor suit or a knight and is more like a 19th century military commander, I think so cool and unique.
It also redeemed Angoramon a lot for me because I really liked Simbari Angoramon and found Lamormon interesting, but ultimately like nothing really came of the potential, I guess.
In a way, I kind of think they just do that for the sake of, well, it looks like other Digimon can evolve into it.
Yeah, maybe.
Rather than like trying to keep it too linear. Because I can't understand why they really I mean, I understand Digimon's not linear, but if you're going to have Angoramon, Jinbei Angoramon, and its Mega Evolution all look very, very similar, why have one stick out so much in the crowd, sort of thing?
Yeah, and I feel like the whole feral thing could have been a really interesting kind of plot similar to Gulus Gamamon or whatever, and it just kind of wasn't.
But I like his Mega for the reason that, and this isn't what I said, by the way, but someone left a comment on one of my videos like months ago about Angoramon being like the warrior poet type Digimon, and that Mega just leans like so much more into that like imagery that I kind of like it.
We don't have confirmation of it or anything, but it also very much feels like, if not an actual evolution using Zubamon, it feels like a huge callback to that episode where Simbara Angoramon wield Zubamon.
Coming back from the Berserker form into this regal, calculated general, I think that rules.
For me, I would say I like this a lot, but it's, again, like I liked Lamormon a lot more before its show debut.
Sure.
The potential to be an S in context of character, but I would say just on the design, it's probably like a very high A for me right now. So yeah, I'm gonna go high A for Diabitmon.
That's fair.
Yeah, it works for me.
And then is Amphimon. Based, take the floor.
Just big scuba dive mech woman girl boss. Let's go S tier.
There we go, easy. No. Yeah, I really like Amphimon, and I've not been super comfortable with the whole Jellymon thing. You know, I'm not trying to yuck anyone's yum, but some of it freaks me out. And this felt like I felt a little bit of indication that they didn't go like, you know, Rosemon-esque with this.
I kind of like that lead into the mech stuff though, because it feels like throughout the evolutions and stuff, and she's so like technologically inclined, even as Jellymon with like the internet and stuff.
Yeah.
It just seems like the natural progression for her. It just kind of fits with everything that Jellymon's been doing so far.
Yeah, I think it's a nice note. And also, if we're talking about that human element, Jellymon obviously wouldn't need a diving suit to dive, but like Kyoshiro would. So again, that kind of feels almost design-wise that kind of like mix of the human and the Digimon resulting in something unique. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Amphimon. I think it would go. It's S for me for sure.
Yeah, I definitely agree with S.
I think I like Angoramon's Mega more, and so just on this tier list, it makes it hard for me to say it's S if Angoramon's Mega is A, but definitely like I'm being outvoted, and that's totally fine, because if it's two people saying S and one people saying A, I think it's still worthy of S. So.
Yeah, it would, for me, it would maybe like S there, yeah.
Yeah.
Just everyone imagine that it's here, but it's...
Yeah, lower
S. Yeah, and that brings us to the... We'll talk about Seriousmon on its own, because we've actually had its debut and stuff, and then we'll be a little bit more loosey-goosey about the last three. How are we feeling about Seriousmon?
Wasn't keen when I first saw the images, like many things with Digimon, the kind of reference book images are never really like the most flattering. Seeing the anime debut, I thought it was super sick. Like I got that really kind of like giddy kid Digimon feeling. It's like, oh, like the comebacks on sort of thing. Like it wasn't cringy lines. It was so worth having Seriousmon on the screen like that. It was really complimenting of its design. I do think it played it super safe, looking like Omegamon, or many people say Gaiamon and stuff. It's safe, but it works.
The only thing I have to say about it is I had a funny arc where similarly I thought the Digimon reference art was cool, but I didn't fall in love with it. And then my favorite version actually was the card art we saw. There's like a really cool art of it for the trading card game. Then when the show came around, it still looks awesome. There's a couple frames that just really pushed it and made them look rad as hell. But the thing I liked about the card art that I didn't really get in the show was that like Super Sentai Kamen Rider angle where it looked like the stuff under his armor felt like a Power Rangers suit with armor on top. Like, you know, in like Lost Galaxy or any of those shows when like later in the series it'd get, or even just
like a Battleizer?
Yeah, like, or even just the original Green Ranger had some armor on top. That was the vibe I got, and I thought that was super cool. And then I didn't really see that in the anime. I liked what was there with the transforming gun blades and the cape and stuff like that, but if I had anything to, I don't know, complain about in the anime debut, I was like, what happened to the Kamen Rider Super Sentai thing? That was dope.
Yeah, that would have been nice to see more of that. For me, Seriousmon is a good design. I think it works well as a Gamamon Mega, but it's nothing I haven't seen before, aside...
Very safe.
Yeah, aside from those, like, gun blades, which I think is a really fun concept, where it's, like, gun... It's almost like a combination of Blitzgreymon and Crescarurumon in some ways.
Totally.
The comparisons to other half the Royal Knights, I don't think is unfair.
Yeah.
And from, again, because while Ghost Game is episodic, right? It's been said to death. There are themes in the design, and this is true of Kane of Icemon too, that feel like they're supposed to be this overcoming of the Gulus personality. And it's just not happened, and that again is disappointing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is funny because that was the same reality with, what was it, episode 25 when Kano Weissmon showed up. I was convinced that we wouldn't get Kano until we figured out what was going on with Ghoulish.
So true.
So to have it happen twice with Ultimate and Mega, where we just completely sidestepped and ignored what's going on with the Dark Ghoulish form, is a little puzzling. But as a design, I think he's great. I think it's definitely safe. I wish it wasn't so Royal Knighty, like you said, Karn.
The thing that doesn't do it for me is just like it's not like adventurous enough.
Yeah, I'll put it above Plutomon Master. So then that brings us to our last three, who again, we can't really super fairly judge at this stage, so I guess we'll just talk a little bit more about like the conceptual coolness, the potential, and then what we can glean from the designs, which is Regulusmon, Arcturusmon, and Proximamon.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm okay, on the concept thing, I find the fact that Ghoulish-Gamon has evolutions in the first place baffling.
Yeah, agreed.
Because we've been given absolutely no reason to think that he's going to lose to anything, or even to the fact to have like a reason to evolve at all if he's so strong. It's only episode 13 he was breaking through the vital bracelet pocket dimension thing.
The thing that legitimately concerns me twofold is that the level of threat that they're going to have to cram in at like the 60 episode mark
Exactly.
to warrant not just one but two Ghoulish-Gamon Evos is kind of crazy. The flip side of that is that we've all been not using our brain, and when that person said Gamamon Evos, they were including Regulusmon and Arcturusmon that just aren't going to be in the show, which is like a theoretical possibility. I think unlikely because of Proximamon, but then it's interesting to me that Proximamon seems to be this combination of like Siriusmon and Arcturusmon, at least on the B memory, and do we think that's going to be like, is Ghoulish going to split off, or is this going to be an internal battle? And that's why obviously these rankings are kind of pretty fallible, because we are at this stage with these three specifically. So for me, I would say, and like I say, I've stressed that those rankings are sort of almost temporary, and maybe we can revisit them at the end of 2023. For me, I would say Regulusmon is the least eye-hurty to look at as a sprite, which generally probably means that it's a probably stronger design when it's done as actual art as well. For me, that would be like an A, I reckon, probably higher than Siriusmon.
I agree. I put it higher than Siriusmon.
You know what else I like? I don't know if I'm just imagining this because the pixel art is kind of small too, but it almost looks like he's still wearing the scarf around his neck. And I think that rules as like a FU, like kind of a, I don't remember how cute I used to be. Like now I'm this demonic
look at
nightmare
me
dragon,
now, Dad.
Yeah, exactly. And I still have my cute little scarf. I think that rocks.
You know what? Yeah. I'm going to posit something to you here, fellas. I'm going to say it might be tied with Amphimon.
Okay.
You know what?
I won't fight you.
Providing on the debut, you could be completely right.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's currently tied with Amphimon. If it's mid as fuck in the show, it gets knocked down.
Yeah.
So obviously we have our like thoughts and stuff. I would say for me, I would just put Arcturusmon and Proximamon around high B, because that feels like the most fair because we don't know enough about them. I think Proximamon is cool conceptually because we've never had Jogress or a DNA Digivolution of the same Digimon in a show.
Yeah.
That axe thing is so interesting.
It is, and then I can't bring myself to rank Arcturusmon and Proximamon any higher than like a low B. Yeah, because I just hate the fact they exist. Because
I think I want to rank Proximamon higher than Arcturusmon.
Agreed.
So if that means like B for Proxima and C for Arcturus, I'm okay with that. Something about Arcturus just doesn't work for me, like the drill hands. I know it's kind of a reflection of Arcturusmon's gunblade.
Yeah, it doesn't feel step up enough from Regulusmon, and it doesn't feel, I know this is very school ground, but it feels less cool than Regulusmon. Yeah. So for me, I think I would agree with Corey's stance of like right now, it's a C, and then a low B for Proximamon.
Yep.
Right, well I'm sure no one will have any umbrage with these rankings.
No, these are objective, guys. No, these... Exactly, there's no debating here.
Is there anything you'd like to say at the end of the year to the people?
So hope everyone has a great end of the year, enjoys the holidays. Just enjoy Ghost Game for what it is, no matter what. We might be frustrated, but you don't have to care. It's still cool seeing all the new debuts, the new mons, like how certain episodes unfold, and just enjoy it whilst we've got it.
Yeah, it's true. I feel like in the last few weeks for me, it's sounding like I really dislike the show. And it's not true. I like Digimon and I like Ghost Game, and it's just, you can like something and also want it to be better, and I don't think that should be so controversial. So enjoy it. Don't get upset when other people aren't enjoying it to the same degree as you are. And yeah, let's just hope it goes out on a high note.
Alright, well, I'll put all the boys' links in the description down below. They don't need my plug, but go follow them anyway. And
yeah, thanks for inviting us.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, appreciate it, Con.
So then it comes to me to rank the last set, the Digimon Digimon introduced in Digimon Ghost Game, but the ones that aren't evolutions of existing characters as far as we know. But before we get started, the more I've thought about this, and since I've recorded with Corey and Based, I don't know what Proto was making me think that that could be an A tier, but it's a B tier. I love the Master, but they kind of all look the same. So then there is Shamblemon, which is a champion Evo for Mushmon, and I kind of love and hate it. I love that they're doing for Mushmon what they did for Gotsumon, giving Gotsumon basically a recolor for almost every level. And yeah, it looks like a happy little pink mushroom penis. The episode of Ghost Game was good. I can't say I'm ever going to be super excited to see this guy again. He's gonna go low B. Then is Gyukimon, the crazy bio bull Digimon, which now that I think about it, those ooze tubes in its back kind of look like the same tubes that the bio hybrids have in Data Squad. But I love this design, this kind of spider bull, which is based on a yokai, the Gyuki, which is its namesake. I'm gonna put it up in B below Bombamon. Sorry for calling it Bombmon throughout the rest of the video previously. We have Bombmon, Bombmon, and Bobamon now. It gets confusing. Then is Oboromon, and I absolutely love this. The multicolored thing in the episode reminded me of the two Wutai monsters in Crisis Core. They're not really related, but that's where my head went to when there was initially the red and the blue one. The design is super cool, this like ghost samurai, and like Yukimon, it's also based on a yokai, the Oboroguruma. I'm a big fan of Digimon that are based on yokai, and of course yokai Digimon makes sense for Ghost Game. This is probably my favorite design to have come out of original Digimon from Ghost Game. I'm gonna put it in A alongside Diabitmon. Then is Oleamon, and this is something that I've been wanting for a while. I like to do my videos where I do like dark Digivolutions for characters from existing anime, and Oleamon is this beautiful little perfect level dark plant Digimon that I just adore. Just a really cool design, and I'm gonna put this just by Siriusmon in A. Then is Publimon, and this is interesting because Publimon does seem to resemble existing Appmon, Kosomon, and Reviewmon quite a lot. This may have just been a nod to Appmon existing, Appmon Anniversary maybe, or maybe it's a sign that Digimon is going to start adapting Appmon ideas into regular Digimon. Maybe it's a look to the future, who knows what we'll get. Either way, I think Publimon is a fun design, a kind of like fake news Digimon in many ways, or a spreader of gossip, etc. I don't think it's particularly going to light the world on fire, but it is certainly fine. I'm going to put it below Shamblemon in low B. And the final Digimon of the video is Zanmetsumon, which looks like it could be a Ryudamon evolution, but I don't think it is, at least at this stage. But it is incredibly cool looking, this kind of like Plutomon, Cerberusmon vibes, but wielding all these swords, again, as an ultimate or perfect level. I think this is going to come in so handy for so many Digivolution lines in future. It was just instantly striking when we first saw its sprite during the pre-release of the Digivice Dual V. Really solid Digimon, and one that I think is only going to get more enjoyed and more appreciated as the years go on. So finally, Zanmetsumon goes in A. Alright, and that is it. All of the rankings of the 2022 Digimon with me and my friends. On a personal note, 2022 has been absolutely incredible. The channel has gained another 20,000 subscribers, basically almost doubling subscribers from 2021. Multiple videos hitting over 100,000 views. This community growing, getting to work with so many more artists, so much more this year. To do tons more custom art videos, which has been an absolute joy of this year, and I know something that you guys have enjoyed watching too. Getting opportunities like working with Bandai Shop UK, being one of the content creators lucky enough to receive the full Digimon Survive picnic set off Bandai Namco to celebrate the launch of Digimon Survive, getting given a code for Digimon Survive from Bandai Namco, getting to work with some absolutely wonderful people in the Digimon field, outside of the Digimon field, just having so much fun with different content creators, whether it be Brandon from Pragmagic, Ashley from Watch Mojo, Billiam, Yoshi Sadato. I get to make videos with Power Rangers. It is a childhood dream come true. And all the other people I've gotten to do stuff with this year, Based, Corey, there's so many people that I can't name, and I cannot wait to carry this on into the next year. 2023 is going to be another big year, I think. We've got Next Order coming out on PC and Switch. Digimon Con is in February. We know that the next Digimon story game is in development. Digimon Adventure 02, the beginning, is probably coming out in 2023. And I personally on the channel have got so much more I want to create and share with you. I want to spend more time, more creative energy, making some really cool Digimon content, and also maybe exploring outside of the Digimon field more, like we have with the Giving Partners videos and the Pokemon videos. I'd love to share with you my interests in everything. I am so excited for 2023, but in the spirit of this month, with all the collabs we've had, I figured maybe there was room for just one more. So I'm not going to end this video. I'll let him do it.
Oh, can you believe that 2022 is almost over? That is such a super shocker. Can you believe it, Jeff Nimoy? No, I can't, Tentamon. Get out of here. You get enough screen time as it is. I cannot believe not only that 2022 is almost over, but that Digimon is still as popular as it's ever been all these years later. So keep on Digivolving, everybody, and happy holidays to all.